up to my favorite bunch of beauties? Welcome back to Niecy W Beauty. My name is Denise or Niecy. If you are new here, welcome. I hope you enjoy what you see and consider subscribing. Welcome to my makeup basket for the week of April the 23rd. This is the first video I feel like in a long time that I got that date right, but I am going to go through the things that I had in my basket last week and what I used and what I did not use, and then we'll discuss what I am going to be using this week. Alright, so let's jump back in, and I feel like I had a different foundation last week, but maybe not. So I don't know, did I have this in my basket last week? I'm not sure, but this is what I used last week. Maybe I switched it out, I don't remember. But I did use the Fenty Eavesdrop Blurring Skin Tint. This is one of my favorites. I usually mix it with the Fenty Powder Foundation, and it just sort of melts into your skin. So, of course, always enjoy using that. I'm trying to separate my things here. My desk is looking a bit of a mess, which makes me nervous. Alright, and the Pat McGrath Mothership, this is the one in Velvet Liaison. I did indeed use this one a couple of times last week to mix in with a couple of the other palettes. I used the Mothership 10, and I can't remember what the name of it is. And believe, did I stay on? No, I didn't stay away from it. I did use this shade right here last week. So, enjoy using that palette. I used the Natasha Denona Bronze palette. I believe this was the one I used on my first work day. Oh, you know what? That one is staying in there. And did I use this one? I don't know if I did. I don't think I used this one. This is the Venus in Floors, the Chinese New Year palette, but I don't think I used that. Oh, Paradise Venus blush I used. Love that shade. And the Divine Rose Luxe Quad and Eternal Eden I used. Nice soft look with that one. Sort of gave me like a fresh, clean look. The Celestial Odyssey Luxe Quad in Bronze Borealis I used, and I have like powder all over it. Enjoy using that. And then the other blush is the blush duo in Night Bloom. And I believe I used the purple side of that. Really pretty blush. The Holiday palette, once again, I did not use. The Mothership Mega Celestial Nirvana did not use. This will go up for another day. Did not use that one. The highlighter in Divine Rose I used. I think this is like one of my favorite of her blushes. And did I use this? Yes, the Baked Bronze and Brighten in Deep from Laura Geller. Looks like this. Uh-oh. And I did use that there. That is all as far as my eyeshadow palettes. The lip colors, I used the Pat McGrath Divine Rose Lust Gloss. I used and this one was just, I think I used Divine Rose 2 of her Divine sort of lip balm type colors. I used this one. I did not use the Flesh 7 one, which is this one. Let's see. I'm trying to put this stuff away from the stuff that I'm going to be using. The Omi, I did not use because I feel like once I got the feel of what a gloss looked like, I was like, forget it. I ended up using one of my Tower 28 glosses, and yeah, I just needed gloss in my life last week. So the Rouge 8, I did not use. It's a pretty red, but I did not use it. And then the Merit lipstick in the shade Slip is still almost pristine. I did not use that one either. I actually think, even though I have 5 lipsticks here, that I'm going to keep this one in my basket. I did use my Best Skin Ever concealer by Sephora. One day I used this with no foundation. I just kind of hit the spots that were looking a little bit dark, and that was that. So that is all of the things from last week, except I'm leaving these in my basket. And also eyeliners from Mally. And we will get into what I will be using this week. So we are going to start with the complexion products. I will be using, and I still have, this is foundation on the back of my hand, the Kosas Glow IV Vitamin Infused Skin Enhancer. This gave me the glow up under my foundation. I am going to take out the Halo Glow Liquid Filter and replace it with that one. I'm going to be using the Kosas Revealer Skin Improving Foundation in the shade 340. Medium Deep Neutral Warm 340. And you will see in my Monday morning makeup video tomorrow, that's because I already filmed that video. This expires in July. I got this from Kohl's during the Sephora savings event, and they gave me something that expires in like 3 months. So they're sending me another one, and because this one was leaking when I got it, but still like it, still a nice foundation. And for concealer, I am going to be using the Fenty Pro Filter Instant Retouch Concealer in the shade 370. I am going to be using as a setting powder, I am very Kosas heavy this week, the Kosas Cloud Set setting powder in this is the packaging, and it's in the shade Softly. And this is part of my haul from the Sephora sale. I am also going to be using from Kosas the Sun Show bronzer in the shade Paradise. Oops. Which looks like that, and I did use it today, and I finally know the difference between this one and the green one. The green one is more matte, and this one has a shimmer to it. From MAC, the Whitney Houston collection, I am going to be using the Just Whitney Extra Dimension Skin Finish as my highlighter, and that looks like that. And we are going to move on sort of like to the blushes. Let me put you right here. I am going to be using also I picked up from the Sephora sale, the RMS Beauty Redimension Hydra Powder Blush in the shade Sangria. And it looks like that. This is a really pretty blush. I used it today. And the other two blushes that I am going to be using are from Juvia's Place. And it is their blush, sort of blush duos. And I have it in volume 1, which is this one. And I have it in volume 3, which looks like this. So I think between those five blushes that I should be covered. We're going to move on to the eyeshadow palettes that I pulled out. I am going to be using, well actually I used today from Bare Minerals. It's the Genu Natural Oasis eyeshadow palette. So it's one of their 6-pan palettes, and I've had this one for a couple of 3 years, something like that. But it looks like this. And how long does it say it lasts? It says 6 months. Who throws an eyeshadow away in 6 months? And I did pick up, but not from the Sephora sale. The actual Huda Beauty website was having a better sale. So I picked up the Rose Quartz eyeshadow palette. And I got 25% off of it. And it looks like this. And Viv, I told you I was going to pick this one up. And I did. And for whatever reason, it looks pale and dusty on camera. But here, the colors have, in person, the colors have a little bit more depth to them. So I'm happy about that. But we're going to use that. I'm going to use another Huda Beauty palette that I have, which is my only other big palette from her, and that is the Empowered palette. And this is my warm palette. So actually I'm going to take the bronze palette from Natasha Denona out and replace it with this one for this week. This one is so pretty. Now this shade right here, I don't know what to do with, so I think I did use it a little bit before, but I don't think that I am going to be digging into that or these two other cream shadows, but that will be in there. From Odin's Eye, I have the Soulmane 2 eyeshadow palette, and this is a palette that goes in and out of stock. So I was happy to pick this up when I did a couple of months ago. So this is what the Soulmane 2 eyeshadow palette looks like. I am going to use the Nomad Royal Europe palette. Finally going to use this palette. I think, did I swatch it? I swatched the, no, I swatched all of them, it looks like. But anyway, I am going to be using the Royal Europe palette. And this is what the shades look like. So nice and saturated and pretty. And the last palette I have is my palette from Unearthly Cosmetics. And this palette, the packaging irritates me because I don't know why they couldn't use the packaging that they used before. But that is the Weirdos palette, and I did put a picture of the old packaging on the back of it. But this is what this one looks like. So that's my last palette, eyeshadow palette. And we are going to move on to the lips. And that will be the last of what I will be sharing with you today. The Merit Beauty lipstick and slip is still in my basket. Oh, one other blush that I got from the Sephora sale that I am kind of anxious to use, or excited to use. I won't say anxious. is the Westman Atelier, what do they call it? It's Baby Cheeks Blush Stick in Bichette, however you want to say it. And it looks like this. So we will put you down in here. I feel like my lipsticks are going to have to be on my table because I don't have any room in my basket for them anymore. But anyway, I am going to be, well, maybe using, maybe not, but I did pull out one of the NYX Lingerie XXL lip colors, and this one is in the shade Stay and Juicy. I think that's what that is, but it looks like this. That one fits. I have an OG Milani lipstick, the Color Statement lipstick in the shade Teddy Bear, and that looks like that. One of my favorite types of shades. I have a lipstick from Buxom in the shade Dolly Dreamer. This is the Full Force lipstick, and it looks like this. I can see myself using this one with the Nomad palette. I have a lip gloss from Doll 10, and it's called the Lip Smoothie Superfood Treatment Lip Gloss, and it's in the shade Berry Bliss. And I have from Sephora my favorite red liquid lipstick of like all time. Like my favorite bullet lipstick is always going to be Ruby Woo, but my favorite liquid lipstick is from Sephora, and the writing is way too small. But this is the Cream Lip Stain. Jeez, let me use my phone so I can see and tell you what shade that is, because you might want to get you one. Yeah, that's the only thing I can see on here is 01. So do with that what you will. But this is what it looks like. Really pretty. I can slide this one in there too. And then the last lip gloss I have is the one I have on today. Sorry. And it is the Shine On Lip Jelly from Tower 28 in the shade Chestnut. And I feel like I need to put a little bit more on just for color purposes. Yeah. I used one of the Tower 28 lip glosses last week. I like the formula of these. I really do. I think that's it. I think that's my makeup basket for the week. This goes without saying, contemplative state. I have put a big dent in contemplative state. But I do have my backup. So that is it. That is my makeup basket for the week. Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. If you are already subscribed, please make sure you hit that notification bell so you know when I have a new video coming out. Have a great day, and don't let your day be a waste of makeup. Bye.